Hello, hello, Virgo. I hope you all are doing well. This is going to be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements for the next 72 hours. Any information you need, Virgo, you can find it in the description box down below. We're actually starting off with a flame forecast. So this is, we're reading the candle flame, and then we're going to get into the tarot. I'm using the Millennial Tarot tonight, so it's a really fun deck, you all. I think you'll really enjoy it, especially if you are millennial. But anyhow, Virgo, I do have personals open right now. It is not a same day reading, but it is a sale, okay? It's a 3-question video reading. It's $25.25. Great deal. You get it within 48 hours. This does close out, though, on August 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Virgo. So if you're interested, get your hands on it. We're going to go ahead and begin here. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements for the next 72 hours. Excitement. I feel like there's a lot of excitement here. Yeah, I think that when it comes to this energy here, Virgo, there's something that's been building up for you for quite some time. And I feel like it's almost like you can see it, but you can't touch it. And now it's getting closer and closer in the next 72 hours. So yeah, some of you, maybe you have been watching a lot of tarot readings, and it's possible that things were not hitting. They were not hitting for what it was that you were wanting. And now that it's getting, I feel like you could be, say for example, this could be astrology as well. It doesn't just have to be tarot, but you're getting more and more signs that okay, this is actually hitting. This actually seems to align with my situation, So I feel like things are actually, you're getting a lot of confirmation, basically, is what I'm feeling here. Some of you, there's something going on with a Libra. There's some tension, some of you, between you and a Libra. And it's almost like you've tried to call this tension out, and they're not really trying to have the conversation. There's something about that here, Virgo. Some of you, it could be an Aquarius as well. Aquarius energy here too. There's someone really stubborn. Someone really, really stubborn. Maybe it's a Taurus. It feels like heavy air energy though. But yeah, it seems like you've tried to call out an issue, some tension, and somebody's just denying that it's even there. So that's odd. Somebody could be denying the fact that they're bothered about something as well. You're like, are you sure that, that didn't worry you, or that didn't upset you when I said or did blah blah blah? I feel like it did, so I don't know why this person is in denial or why they're not wanting to talk about this, but I also feel like there's a little bit of covering something here when it comes to that. Some of you, a person may be almost giving you, I don't want to say give you a pass, but maybe you expected a bigger reaction from a person about something here, Virgo, and it's possible that you didn't get that reaction because there's something here that that they've been kind of covering, right? So I don't know what that's about, but it seems like they're silently like, okay, well then it's even. So yeah, that's a little bit messy, but yeah, some of you, I feel like you could be into a craft, something you do with your hands here. Maybe you do nails, maybe you crochet or sew, or maybe you're a writer. I feel like some of you, you work with your hands. Maybe you work in construction, or something of that nature here. I feel like this is, some of you, it's a physical job, it's a, hard labor, but for others of you, I feel like it's a craft. It's something, not that physical jobs can't be a craft, but for some of you, I feel like it's something that you can sit and do, I hope that makes sense. I feel like it could be picking up speed for those of you where this is like a business. I feel like it could be picking up speed, but we're getting really far into the reading with no tarot just yet. So let's go ahead and get into that. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements for the next 72 hours. This deck is so fun, you all, so just please bear with me. I know that some of the phrases are a little bit cringe, as Gen Z would say, but this is a really fun deck, okay? I've been having a lot of fun with it. Let's see what we have here for Virgo. Next 72 hours. What's going on here? Some of you could be biking, or maybe you already are a biker. Maybe you're connecting with someone who rides a bike or a motorcycle. Some of you could be getting a personal trainer. There's a lot going on here. You got the Six of Thoughts, and I'm only saying this because that's what these cards, look here. Personal trainer, right? But that's not all this means, okay? We're going to get into the base meaning of these as well. But Six of Thoughts is the overall energy, which is the Six of Swords. I feel like you're in a space over the next 72 hours where you're trying to move forward from something. Some of you could actually be moving, looking into places. Maybe you're trying to get a new home, you know, or a new apartment or something of that nature here. But you do have the Ten of Vibes, which is the Ten of Wands. It's a card of burnout, you know, it's a card of burnout. And underneath that, we have the Nine of Thoughts, Sunday scaries, right? Some of you, there's a little bit of dread here surrounding something. But what's so odd is that this kind of feels like excitement and dread mixed. It's sort of like you don't know what to expect out of this situation. Could be a message coming in. Maybe this is about a Gemini or an Aquarius or a Sagittarius. But Virgo, when it comes to this energy here, it just feels like there's, say for example, if you have a crush on someone at work, it's like, oh, I want to see this person, but oh, I kind of dread it, you know? It's kind of giving me that vibe here. But I also feel like for some of you, there could be genuine energy of not being satisfied with what it is that you do for work. We're going to see what's going on with that. Maybe that's why we were getting the energy of your craft. Maybe you're starting to get into that instead, rather than something that's just kind of like keeping you afloat, right? But then you have the Ace of Thoughts, which is a card that says vision board, right? I feel like your vision is changing. You have the Page of Swag, personal trainer. Some of you, a message coming in from a fellow earth sign, possibly over the next 72 hours, or potentially from an air sign. Somebody sees a future with you. They have a vision and you're part of it. Some of you, you have a new vision for, you know, this could be body goals. This could be, you know, health goals, because you have the personal trainer card here. You have the Nine of Swag. It says first time homeowner. This is the Nine of Pentacles. So some of you, you could definitely be looking into becoming a homeowner for the first time. You know what? Even if it's not the first time, it could be a lot of first, like say for example, if you own a home now, maybe you're trying to do something differently, or there's a lot of things that are different about your dream home than the home that you currently own. Could be something like that here. Then you have the Soul Cyclist, the Star card. Love this for you. This is Aquarius energy. Looks like a wish being fulfilled here. Some of you, there could be some sort of generational healing as well that you're contributing to here. I feel like you're going to come to some sort of realization here. Seems to be something familial that's being healed here over the next 72 hours. Big realization happening. What else do we have here for Virgo over the next 72 hours? The High Priestess. We got Pisces energy here. Some of you needing to have fun, break away from the mundane, everyday thing. Insta-famous, the Sun. We have Leo energy showing up here. Some of you, there's this Pisces or this Leo here who, oh, Virgo, this message is a little bit heavy here, okay? So just bear with me, all right? It seems like with the Ten of Wands, like the burnout card, and based on what I'm seeing here, I just really feel like there could have been a person who kind of felt like your energy would always be around, so they weren't really feeding into it. I think somebody kind of got burnt out on putting in effort into a connection, right? They kind of felt like Virgo will be there, whatever, right? This seems like a commitment was had here, right? And it feels like a lot of you, there are issues happening now because of this person's complacency. You could even be telling this person, like, these are the issues and this is what, you know, this is what I think needs to change, and they're not really changing anything. You could even be meeting them in the middle, like, is there anything you want me to work on, right? And it's just not clicking with them, right? So let's see what else we have here. Some of you, this burnt out energy, I will say, you know, let me go back to this. The High Priestess showing up. I do feel like a lot of you, there could be some sort of break. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that like you're splitting with a person, but it could definitely be that there's time to gather your thoughts, or maybe the both of you kind of get away for like an actual getaway, vacation or something, and it brings you to some sort of conclusion and resolution. Now, for others of you, I feel like this burnout energy has to do with a person who may have felt like you were kind of too much and you were burning out their fire by yours being bright. You know, it's kind of giving me that vibe here, Virgo, unfortunately. But honestly, I feel like this person is concerned now. The Sun, like they're seeing you still shining here. And, you know, the Nine of Swords energy showing up. I really feel like this person kind of saw you as just too much and they didn't really resonate with that here, Virgo. Maybe they felt like you were full of yourself for some of you here. They're like, who does Virgo think that they are? Virgo's no one. And you're like, actually, you know, watch me be someone over here away from you. And that's the energy that I feel a lot of you were in. I feel like this person could have kept their options open as well, Virgo. And yeah, you know what? I think this was a karmic connection for you. I really feel like for a lot of you, you're already over this. Some of you, this could have been a Scorpio, but I feel like you were no one to this person. And in the next 72 hours, they're seeing something about you here, or they're like getting a reminder of you. They're checking out maybe your Instagram because it says Insta famous here. Even if you're not Insta famous, I feel like they're looking at this and it's like that is the only one, you know? So I feel like you were no one to this person and now you're the only one to this person. Like they can't get you out of their head. You have the death card showing up. You have the Tower, dumpster fires, student loans, something about student loans here. Some of you, you could be coming up with a plan. It's showing up over top of vision board. Maybe you're coming up with a plan over the next 72 hours to pay off student loans or to, you know, budget to, you know, get things in order. Maybe you're feeling like your debt is a dumpster fire and you're needing to get that in order, right? You have Page of Feels here, Page of Cups coming out. Somebody expressing something to you. 1111 on the camera. Could be a water sign. Could be a water sign here. Ace of Vibes, microdose. Okay, now listen, Ace of Vibes, this is Ace of Wands energy here. I feel like there's a passionate new beginning that you're having over the next 72 hours, Virgo. This actually feels really good. Now, I will say I think somebody is trying to have a new beginning with you, but I feel like you're having this regardless. It seems like there is something where you're like jackpot. You know, I just saw the Wheel of Fortune. Bitcoin investment is on the card. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that that's something that you've done, but for some of you, you know, it's on the card. Just letting you know. Wheel of Fortune, fixed energy, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo. Again, I do feel like there's a return. I feel like somebody really overestimated their importance and their value in comparison to you. It's not necessarily, Virgo, that you were more valuable than them just automatically, but I feel like the way that they reacted and responded to you giving to this and pouring into this really rubbed you the wrong way. And I feel like it did decrease their value in your eyes because it's like, I'm actually giving quite a bit right now and you're just like treating me like I'm too much and I don't really care for that, right? I feel like a lot of you, that could have been the energy that you were in and now you've pulled yourself back and they're just wanting to chase, you know? Almost seems like this person like lives for the game. But I do feel like with the sun showing up, some of you, they're like seeing certain aspects of your glow up here, especially if you post online a lot. You have the tech visionary. Some of you could be good at tech. Maybe you're getting a job in tech, but the Magician showing up here, Virgo and Gemini energy showing up to clarify the star, really feels like a manifestation coming to life, coming down to earth. So I love to see this here for you, Virgo. I hope that this was helpful or fun or whatever you needed it to be. Don't forget that I do have that deal going on right now for personals. It is a 3-question video reading. It's $25.25. You get it within 48 hours. This is going to close out on August 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're interested, get your hands on that. Details are down below. But Virgo, if this is where we part, I want to thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you, and hopefully I'll see you next time.